Namaskar and good evening. Friends, today we will see a FMCG company by name Heritage Foods Limited. It's one of the biggest food products companies. We will see with reference to its Q1 FY21 results. Heritage Foods has three divisions, namely dairy, retail, and agri. Presently, Heritage Milk Products have market presence in Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and Maharashtra. Retail stores are there in Bangalore, Chennai, and Hyderabad. Product range of the company includes full cream milk, toned milk, double toned milk, cow milk, UHT milk in Tetra Pak, cow ghee, buffalo ghee, cooking butter, and so on and so forth. So many. I'm not going to tell all the products. They are adding products every year. The management consists of D. Sitaramaya chairperson, N. Bhuvaneshwari vice chairperson and managing director, N. Brahmani executive another director. Now we'll go to the quarterly results. The net sales for Q1 FY21 are 639 crores. Previous quarter, Q4 was slightly more, 653 crores, and the year ago quarter, Q1 FY20, was 721 crores. Therefore, there is a degrowth of 11.42% year on year and degrowth of 2.11% quarter on quarter. Of course, it is understandable because it is the effect of COVID. Next quarter is expected to be better. Net profit is 96 crores. Previous quarter had a loss of 210 crores and year ago quarter had a small profit of 18 crores. So compared to that 18 crores, it is a 425% increase in this current quarter, because previous quarter was loss, and now we can't make any comparisons with the previous quarter. So this is all the effect of COVID. Let us assume like that, unless the company comes out with some other explanation. So far there is no other explanation. Now equity is 23.2 crores. Basic EPS is 20.78. Here also there is a degrowth in respect of quarter on quarter and year on year also. The market price currently is 325, somewhere around that. Price earning is therefore very low at around 4. Volumes are reasonable, around 70,000 average for 3 months. 52-week low is 146.7, 52-week high is 408. Compared to that, the current market price of 325, you can see it is somewhere near to the 52-week high. Let us also check up the annual results. Quarterly results are dismal, as we have seen, but is expected to get better in Q2. Annual results. Sales for the year ended March 2020 are 2,725 crores, and 5 years ago the sales were 2,380 crores. The sales were going up and down. This quarter is considerably higher. I mean this year, March 20 year. Now net profit, however, was minus 167 crores in the last year. Year ended March 2020, minus 167. March 2019 year, 83 crores net profit was there. Still earlier year, 62 crores. March 2017 year, a huge 290 crores. March 2016, that is fifth earlier year, just 55 crores. So it has been topsy-turvy. Net profit has not been moving in a upward curve. So 5-year performance is also not very good. 5 annual performance are also not good. But dividend, they have been paying dividend for all the years. Now the latest year, that is March 2020 year, 50% dividend they have given. The company therefore has got a good dividend track record. Now if we look at the ratios, some of the ratios we will see. Basic EPS, the latest year you have seen, it was negative, loss. Therefore basic EPS also is minus 34. Book value is 99.52. It has come down from the previous years. Dividend per share is 2.5. Earlier years 2, etc. Now let us look at face value is 5 rupees. Now let us look at some margin ratios. Gross profit margin, operating margin, net profit margin, all are minus because the company has incurred loss. Return on net worth also is minus 35. ROCE again minus. Return on assets again minus. So debt equity ratio is 0.57. This is okay. Interest coverage ratio minus 5.74. When there is a loss, there cannot be any interest coverage. Asset turnover 275%. Inventory turnover 18%. So 3-year CAGR of sales percentage 6.96%, very low. 3-year CAGR net profit percentage is 62.78. This is somewhat higher because previous year huge loss was there. Overall, if you see, the margins are also, all the ratios are also somewhat dismal. Historical prices, if you see, 3 years before the price was 731, 2 years before it was 513, 1 year before the price was 386, 3 months before 262. So the price has been coming down and down and down. 3 years before it was 731. Came down to 513, 386, 262. Now 1 month, during the last 1 month only, it has again risen from 262 to 358. So price performance also is not that great. Now let us look at the shareholding pattern. Promoters hold 39.9% of the equity. There is no pledging, zero pledging. FIAs hold about 5%, DIAs hold about 31%, others hold about 24%. So the company has been performing a little dismally, although it has been expanding its operation from one area to another area. Yes, it has been expanding from south to north. It started in Andhra Pradesh. It has expanded to various other southern states. Now it is expanding to the northern states. But the last year and the last 5 quarters of performance has not been that great. But is there potential? Yes, there is potential. The profit margins need to improve. There is pressure on margins, it looks like that. If the profit margins improve, the scale is good. Therefore, the company could be a good bet if this happens. Wait for the Q2 results and then make your choices. As of today, there is nothing much to recommend Heritage Foods. The performance has been bad in the last few quarters and in the last 5 years also. Of course, sales are good, but net profit margins are not good. Thank you for listening. I will be back with you with a good share next time. But the Q2 results are coming. So, sometime or other, I will start with the Q2 results. I will stop the review of Q1 results. Wait for Q2 results. I expect Q2 results to be very, very good, much better than Q1. So, wait for my videos. Subscribe definitely. Go through each and every video. Make your choices of very good companies. I will tell you which are the good companies. I have been telling that. So, make your choices wisely. Thank you.